Scene script. Have you ever lain awake at night, pondering what would happen if the moon decided to pack its bags and leave Earth? Let's dive into the celestial sphere and talk about our planet's closest neighbor, the moon. On average, it is about 238,855 miles away from us. To put that in perspective, you could fit 30 Earths in that gap. It's a comfortable distance, don't you think? But here's a fun fact. The moon is slowly moving away from us. Yes, you heard that right. Our moon is on a slow but steady journey away from Earth. Each year it drifts an additional 1.5 inches further from us. Now, that might not seem like much, but over millions of years it adds up. So why is this happening? Well, it all comes down to the gravitational relationship between Earth and the moon. Gravity, that invisible force that keeps our feet on the ground and the moon in our sky, is a bit of a push and pull relationship. The moon's gravity causes the Earth's oceans to bulge, creating tides. But as Earth rotates, these tidal bulges actually get a bit ahead of the moon, and their gravitational pull tugs the moon forward, causing it to gain energy and move away from Earth. Imagine a dance where one partner is constantly trying to lead, but the other keeps pulling away, creating a lovely but complex waltz in our cosmic ballroom. It's a process called tidal friction, and it's the reason the moon is slowly edging away from us. But what if this slow drift wasn't so slow after all? What if our moon decided to pick up the pace and make a great escape from Earth? Would we wave it a sad goodbye as it recedes into the cosmic distance? Or would there be more profound consequences? So what would happen if this slow drift turned into a full-fledged flight? Let's explore the consequences. First and foremost, our tides would drastically change. That's right, the moon's gravity plays a critical role in creating the tides we experience here on Earth. Let's break this down. The moon's gravitational pull on our planet causes the water in our oceans to bulge out slightly towards and away from the moon, creating 2 high tides and 2 low tides each day. The sun also exerts a gravitational pull on our oceans, but its effect is less pronounced due to its greater distance from Earth. So the moon is the primary driving force behind the rise and fall of our tides. Now imagine a world where the moon is moving away. As the moon's gravitational pull weakens, our tides would diminish significantly. We wouldn't be completely devoid of tides, of course. The sun's gravity would still cause a minor ebb and flow, but these solar tides would be much less pronounced than the lunar tides we're accustomed to. But what does this mean for our planet? Well, tides play a significant role in the mixing of ocean waters, spreading nutrients across various depths and stimulating marine life. Without the moon's influence, this process would be significantly inhibited, potentially leading to a decrease in marine biodiversity. Coastal areas would also be impacted. Currently, the rhythmic cycle of high and low tides shapes our coastlines, affecting everything from the formation of sand dunes to the growth of coastal vegetation. Without the moon's influence, these processes would be altered, potentially leading to significant changes in our coastal landscapes. So, without our lunar companion, the Earth would not only look different from space, but it would also look and function differently on a much closer scale. The moon's gravity has a powerful effect on our planet, influencing everything from the tides in our oceans to the life that thrives within them. And if you think that's dramatic, wait until you hear about the potential climate shifts. Without the moon, our days would become significantly shorter. This might sound counterintuitive at first, but let's dive into the science behind it. You see, the gravitational pull between the Earth and its moon doesn't just keep the moon in orbit. It also has a significant impact on the rotation of our planet. The moon's gravity creates a sort of drag, slowing down the Earth's rotation. Right now, this gravitational tug-of-war results in our comfortably paced 24-hour days. But what if the moon were to pack up and leave? Well, without the moon's gravitational influence, Earth would lose this celestial speed bump. The planet would start to spin faster and faster. This doesn't mean we'll be flung off into space, don't worry, but it does mean our days would become significantly shorter. Imagine if a day were only 6 or 8 hours long. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner all within a blink of an eye. Our biological clocks would have to adjust to a drastically different rhythm. The concept of a 9-to-5 workday, well, that would be out the window. However, this wouldn't happen overnight. The Earth's rotation would speed up gradually over millions of years. This means generations upon generations would experience these changes incrementally, with each day getting just a little bit shorter. This phenomenon of a faster spinning planet isn't just a theoretical concept. We can look to our neighboring planet Mars for an example. Mars doesn't have a large moon to slow its rotation, and as a result it spins faster than Earth, with a day on Mars being about 40 minutes shorter. The absence of the moon would fundamentally change life as we know it. The Earth spinning out of control would alter the rhythm of our lives, the structure of our societies, and the very nature of our existence. So, a moonless Earth would lead to a world of eternal rush, but that's not all. We'll explore more in the next scene. Stay tuned. Our planet would become quite the wobbler without the moon. You see, our moon acts like a stabilizer, keeping Earth's tilt at a relatively steady 23.5 degrees. This tilt is what gives us our seasons. But without the moon's gravitational pull, there's nothing to keep that tilt in check. Imagine a spinning top. As it slows down, it starts to wobble. Now picture that on a planetary scale. The Earth could wobble between 0 and 85 degrees. This unpredictability could lead to extreme climate variations. We could swing from tropical heat to ice age conditions in a matter of centuries or even decades. Living under such conditions would be a challenge, to say the least. Species would struggle to adapt, weather patterns would become chaotic, and life as we know it would be dramatically different. As we can see, our moon plays a vital role in our lives, even more than just lighting up our night sky.